In reviewing the history of comic books, there is an evident cyclic pattern influenced by changes in market trends and/or social climate. A rise in popularity and sales, followed by a fall. Repeat every 20 years or so. Comics are definitely in an upswing right now, and if the quality of work being published is any indication, the peak is far off and will be impressive indeed. The industry is far from perfect, but it has sustained an amazing amount of abuse, especially in the last decade, and still manages to survive. The comic book medium is advancing and maturing in every conceivable way, in spite of the industry's best efforts to dig in and maintain an outmoded status quo. The incredible breadth and depth of what can be accomplished with the comics form is being realized at a rapid pace, strongly evidenced by the work currently being produced. Quality has begun to return to the forefront of publishers' agendas, displacing the habit of putting profit before art. Creators are experimenting and innovating more and more as each generation of artists and writers builds upon the achievements of the one before. Influences are flooding in from all media as the potential of comic books becomes more recognized. What was once alternative is slowly becoming the mainstream as a striking new diversity of creators asserts its presence and exercises a greater amount of creative freedom. Genres are being bent, reimagined, and intertwined with one another to create compelling stories, and the constraints of genre themselves are often cast aside altogether. New formats are being experimented with, as the familiar pamphlet form is slowly being cast aside in favor of volumes that range from pocket-sized to massive. Those determined to change the face of comics are doing so with a previously unseen furor. Artistic experimentation abounds as technological advancements are blended with traditional methods, as well as unconventional influences and vision, creating a new hybrid art to infuse into comics. The horizons, not to mention the very definition of comics, are being broadened and enriched by the internet. Each new generation of comic book creators is more comfortable with computers and digital production tools than the last. And the old paradigm of pencil, paper, and ink is being supplemented with a host of new materials and techniques that will bring comics to an even higher plateau.